Hey everyone, welcome to BrickVault. This is a pretty special video because I get to present to you the custom LEGO minifigure scale TIE Fighter from the designer Jerac. The TIE Fighter is the bread and butter fighting ship of the Empire and easily one of the most recognizable crafts in all of Star Wars, and for that matter, maybe one of the most well-known spaceships in popular culture, period. Over 3 years ago now, we made a video for the first iteration of this build, and now Jerac has revisited his earlier model with the simple and humble goal to improve the design in every measurable way possible. It's stronger, more proportionally accurate, has a greater level of detail, an improved cockpit, a display stand, and options for a slightly different color variation, plus wing textures. Before I start highlighting the closer details of this model and what makes it a truly special custom build, first I do want to say that if you'd like to build this for yourself, you can get the instructions at brickvault.toys linked in the description below. With each instruction purchase comes a PDF step-by-step guide for building and an uploadable digital parts list for easily ordering your pieces online. Specifically, this model has instructions for both the standard version of the TIE with the grilled wings, an Iden Versio or Inferno Squadron variant with the red stripes on the arms, and also an alternate smoother texture for the wings for the standard TIE variant. All of our models are tested in real life, instructions are troubleshot to make sure they're easy to follow, and parts for the model are chosen for availability. Buying instructions from us is an excellent way to help support not just our channel, but also the talented designers we work with, like Jerac. He is a powerhouse builder with a growing arsenal of master creations under his belt. And also, here's an interesting anecdote. The TIE Fighter, along with the Interceptor, were the very first creations ever listed in the web store. So it's pretty cool for me personally to be revisiting this model after so long. So with that, let's actually get into it. The proportions, first off, are just about as close to immaculate as you can get. The eyeball cockpit is shaped just right. We have the correct distance from the cockpit to the connection of the wings, which is an extremely important overall look, and the hexagonal shape of the wings themselves were given a slight angular overhaul on top of that. Now the hexagons are a little leaner, which overall matches the shape of the original TIEs a lot better. One of the distinctive features of the TIE custom build is that it uses the brick stacking method for the black part of the wing, the solar array, and that essentially eliminates the rougher look of understuds if you were to build with plates. Now, Jerac took this technique a little further this time around, designing the wings to be used with 1x2 grill bricks, which break up this area of the model texturally quite a bit. It gives the visual effect of something like a matte finish, which catches the light a bit differently, and it really works for this area of the model. But if you're partial to the smoother or flatter look of the TIE wings, you can also go that route too. Many of those tall 1x1 bricks were added intentionally to this area to imitate some of the subtle line detailing you generally get on the TIE wings here. So no matter which look you prefer, there's definitely been some extra attention to detail added either way. Now the cockpit can seat a minifigure pilot through the front windscreen. When it's all opened up, you'll notice there's quite a bit of detailing on the insides. This area of the model has expanded a lot, allowing for much more detail, which required a near complete redesign of the internal structure. If you're a fan of Inferno Squad or Iden Versio, then Jerac also designed a model with some similar markings. I really appreciate that he found a way to make the stripes wrap all the way around the arm of the wing. It's a subtle variation of color here, but definitely adds a bit of punch to the standard TIE. And also, it goes without saying, but with a little bit of custom modding, you could just change the color here and make up your own Imperial Squadron if you like. Now, I didn't want to put too fine a point on it early on in this video, seeing as this model deserves to stand on its own and be appreciated for its unique qualities without focusing on a comparison to the original build. But in terms of an update, this is fundamentally a different model. Rapid fire, The windscreen and guts attach in an improved way. The ion engine detailing is much cleaner. The top hatch was switched around for a much more common and I think better looking piece. The internal structure and external structure of the arms is totally different. That makes the connection to the wings totally different. And on top of that, the detailing for the outside of the wings is actually much thinner and smoother. There's honestly quite a bit more than I just listed off, but to make a long story short, less than 20% of the pieces from the original model can be used to complete this TIE fighter, no matter which variation you choose. So that was pretty unexpected for us here in the studio when first working through this redesign that Jerac had made. I think it took a lot of guts for this designer to take a model so well tested and restart it from the foundation up. At the end of the day, I think it really paid off, but ultimately, I'd love to know what you guys think about this model in the comments below. Now, again, you can pick up the instructions for this TIE at www.brickvault.toys and build this fantastic creation for yourself if you want. Let me know, of course, what other types of models you'd like to see built in the future. If you enjoy our content, you can always like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever it is that you want to do. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.